So yes, guys, I'm actually excited to see everybody. I'm actually excited to see everybody. So we got about to turn everything up. It's about to go crazy, man. It's about to go crazy with efforts. Go, Andy. You're going to do the markets and making sure that everybody profits from this week. So actually, guys, in the mentorship side, as you know, that every week I actually set out my top 10 for the week. So I actually have sorted out my top 10 for the week. So right now it's more of sharing it with you guys into making sure that we're looking in the same trade, we're looking in the same thing. So just to extract it from here and drag it a bit further, you would see there at the top right there, this is like DXY, and I put in my main domain actual lookout for the markets here. And then I have what I call top 10. This is actually the ones that I focus on in the week. And then I have possible. Possible is actually the ones that I cater for in case the top 10 goes bad. Let me just make an example. If AUD USD goes south, I know I got USD Swiss franc on possibles to add on top of that in order to profit from the market. And then not ready, it's actually those trades that want me to keep an eye on them into making sure that they are actually ready for the time I'm ready to place a trade. So I hope everybody's on plate. I hope everybody is with me. I hope everybody is feeling good. Everybody is feeling fine. To the person who says they are driving, I'm really sorry, but say less, man. This video after this session is gonna be uploaded, and you're gonna be able to access it furthermore and actually watch it in order to see what is it possible to have this time and all of that. But beyond everybody, efforts go any much love, peace, and happiness. So let's get to it. So as you do know, guys, that I actually like starting on a dollar index because it gives me a bit of guidance of what do I need to look out for when it comes to the dollar, meaning it gives me the strength or either the weakness to notice how the dollar will be moving along the week. So as you can see, possibly over here, but just to start it afresh though, in order to make sure that we all on the same page. Just to start it afresh, I'm gonna go on a daily chart. So as I go on a daily chart, you can actually see right there, what do I have over there? Let me just remove all these things. So the first thing I did was to cater for my tops, which is here to here. Reason is because you can see multiple touches over there, and then also catering for the bottom right here. You can see that we're having the 3 touches there at the bottom, and then catering for this level right here. It makes it simpler for you to see the sensitive area we currently have on the market right now. So now the best thing is to actually also notice that we have a triple top identification right there. And then remember, on a daily time frame, we spot all our important market structures, or rather market levels. So that is the reason. So as you can see, this is the dollar index right now. So we're gonna drop it a bit further in order to see what can we possibly get as we take it down. And then as I go to a 4-hour time frame, you can possibly see now what I was talking about. So if you look at the markets, there was an impulse, and then this is a correction. But now this correction is actually forming something in nature of an M type of formation. So the next movement is the downside, right? But as the next movement is the downside, we have to confirm it first. We don't just decide on how it is, but we gotta dwell on it in order to get the high confirmation. So the first confirmation we got, as we look left, you would possibly see that this was a market breakout over here. This was a market breakout. For now, we'll remove this level, just to make sure that we don't get confused with a lot of lines amongst the thingy. So as you can look at it, this was an impulse upside, and then this was a correction. Okay, cool. What's happening again here? What's happening is we're experiencing another corrective movement at this level right here. We're experiencing another corrective movement at this level right here, which gives us an opportunity to say, okay, so possibly this was how the market is going to be moving, as you can see right there. So I'm looking forward for US dollar to being weak, because now we have a double top or triple top type formation. And then on top of that triple top type formation, at this current level, we are experiencing an ascending type of structure that confirms our analysis because it's a reversal pattern. I hope everybody, am I making sense? Am I making sense? Confirm with me if I'm making sense or not with a rise of hands. So that's what we actually looking for right now. Okay, that's good. I can see the hands, guys. It's fine. It's okay. It's fine. I didn't say million people must do it. But it's okay. So as you can see, but from here till the bottom, I'm expecting the dollar index to be weak. This tells me a lot about what's going to be happening with USD. This means the USD will be weak. So now let's go to the first stop, which is my second favorite, NASDAQ. Okay, whew, this one is actually a tough one, right? But I'm gonna break it down to everybody so that it starts making sense. The first things first, we do know that NASDAQ it's an overall buy, right? So this is for NASDAQ students. We all know that this is a total overall buy, but let's just confirm it with everybody. Let me just erase all of these things that I have. Let me just erase everything that's here. Let me just erase everything that's here. So I'm gonna just leave that out right there. Okay, cool. So as you can see, there at the top, let me just start these things. All right, but it's cool. So as you can see, guys, here at the top, we have a resistance, right? A trend line resistance. As you can see, we have our first touch here. We have our second touch here. We have our second touch here. And we have our third touch there. Everybody possibly thinking that this will be our fourth touch, right? But there's something that most people are actually currently ignoring, which is crazy, right? Let's cater for the bottom. So as you cater for the bottom, you would see first touch, second touch, third touch, fourth, and fifth. If you remember my last session, I told you guys that 3 touches confirm a sensitive area, but if it's 4 touches and above, it confirms a strong area. That is why this level below here will never be broken ever again, because it's a strong level. So it's a build up into it. The market can only build up into it, but never break out out of it. Yeah, I hope I'm making sense. The market can only break into it, but never break out into it. So, okay, cool. So now looking at the top, look, the first touch, second touch, and third touch. It's a sensitive area, but the fourth touch was a breakout. Let me show you why, according to me, NASDAQ is a buy, right? So let's look at the market analysis right now. So obviously we need to cater for these kind of possibilities right here. We need to cater for these kind of possibilities right here. And then copy the trend line to the top part in order for it to make sense. And then we drop it to a 1 hour time frame. So as I go to a 1 hour time frame, you can start seeing now what's happening. Let me just move this to here. On an hourly time frame, you would notice that we had an impulse correction, impulse correction, impulse correction. This is an impulse now, this is a correction. The funny part is we had this breakout and then we having this as a pattern and a retest. So a lot of people think just because we've reached the highest high, which is here, the NASDAQ will be selling, but they're forgetting what's the structure being presented by NASDAQ before we can actually confirm the sales. We're not saying it's gonna buy. We're saying there's high probabilities for buying opportunities, because if you check the structure inside that pattern, you would actually start noticing that we were moving towards building up the structure to break out here in order to continue to the upside. What do we do on a breakout of a resistance? We buy. What do we do every breakout of a support? We sell, right? So why would you want to buy? Why would you want to sell if we already crossed a resistance and we actually retested? We actually we're about to set a new high on NASDAQ, and that's something that a lot of people are actually ignoring. You understand? So a lot of people are actually ignoring this, but pay attention into it, guys. The market broke out at the top, the main resistance. It came back to retest. So one thing it's going to do right now, is going to create one long one long correction for people to be trapped out before it actually goes back to the direction that we are looking for. That's one thing it's going to do. But pay attention to it, guys. Really pay attention to it. The only way this can be invalidated, we need to wait for the market to break inside, have that retest. For me, confirmations for sales will come only if the market gets to this point and starts selling. That is what I would look for. But at the current moment, I'm comfortable to say NASDAQ will be buying, especially soon. Also pertaining that, looking at the US dollar, as you can see, it's 900 USD. So it's also confirming that. All right, cool. So going to US 30, US 30 is also a presentation of the same thing, right? If you can look at it, we have reached the top right there, and then we actually broke above. But now with US 30, we had a double top tap formation right here. And if you can look at it properly, the trend that we had right here might be possibly broken, but it doesn't support the other top side. So what does that mean? That means that there's a possibility that even on US 30, this is acting as a possible retest. But we gotta be smart about it. So if it breaks in, then we can confirm sell. But if it continues out, then it's confirmed as a buy. But now with this one, it's a bit dodgy. That's what I'm saying for you guys. For US 30 right now, it's a bit dodgy. I wouldn't put my focus into it. But with NASDAQ, I'm more than comfortable to say I'm looking for buying opportunities on NASDAQ. I'm really looking for buying opportunities on NASDAQ because a lot of people looking for sales. If you can look at it, man, it's something that actually happened to a lot of people on the other times. When we joined pods in NASDAQ, if you can look at the history in 4-hour time frame, you would possibly see when the market actually reached some certain levels of a year, we thought it's going to be selling. It kept on buying. So why would I want to buy when we're about to create a different high? So that's the whole thing. So beyond further waste of time, let's go to gold. So NASDAQ people are sorted right now. So one thing that's good about gold is purely simple and straight. So as you can see, looking at the market right now, we already set our top and we already set our bottom, right? As we set our top and we have set our bottom, this is now our playground. If we go on a 4-hour time frame, you'd start understanding the buildup that we had at the bottom. So actually we had the first touch, the second touch, and at the top we have the first, second, and the third touch, of which is a possible good thing because now the playground actually determines what type of a channel are we in. We actually in a bullish channel. So going on a 1-hour time frame, it comes with a bit more confirmations. So come with a bit more confirmations, you would start noticing that corrections are actually happening to the downside. And then we're having, okay, wait a second. This was a correction, impulse, correction, impulse, and then impulse down again, correction, correction, as you can see. So we quite had a lot of corrections, but respecting the overall bullish momentum, right? So what I said to myself today before I analyzed the market, I knew that gold is going to be buying. But am I looking for gold to buy? No. What's the reason? Is because I can only buy if it's on support and it's not in the middle of nowhere. Right now, gold was in the middle of nowhere. That's why I didn't buy. I only buy on confirmation, not on thoughts and everything. So what's next that I'm looking for right here, right now? I'm looking for gold sales, but only gold sales that I'm looking for will be if the market gets to that level. So let's zoom it out a bit. So if I zoom it out, if the market gets to this level, go to a 4-hour time frame and reset the chart. As I zoom it out, you will start noticing why I'm looking for my selling opportunity at that level point. So this is where my selling opportunities will come at, and I'll possibly looking forward to swinging this trade possibly till this point. Because look at the market. The market has been respecting this channel or this playground over here. And then if we can look at it, we had an impulse correction, spike down, impulse correction, double top, impulse down, impulse up, and then correction down, impulse correction, impulse correction, correction, impulse. So what's going to make you think that it would never respect the channel that is at right now? So it's just a matter of fact of patience. And what we do with patience? Patience says we gotta be patient for the chart to complete our setup. So when will our setup be valid? Our setup will only be validated if the prices reach 1831.59. That's when our chart will be validated. 1831.59. I hope everybody that makes sense. Can everybody understand me, or I'm moving too fast? If you do understand me, you can throw out a hand right there. Just raise your hand, or rather comment the I want some fire emojis there by the comment section. I want some fire emojis there by the comment section. I want some fire emojis there by the comment section. Let's go. All right. I can actually see them coming. So that's good. That's good. That's good. I can actually see them coming. All right, big. And then continuing with analysis. So on my top 10. On my top 10, I got Euro OD. Bear in mind, if I have a channel, or rather I have if I have a thingy, a pair highlighted red, just know it's a pair that I'm already in it, like I've already executed on it. So as you can see right now, I said, okay, as we saw, we had a bearish market on Euro OD for the longest time, and then it broke above. As it broke above, it actually created a correction type of structure, and then it crossed the resistance that we had. It's at the top. The first thing I mentioned that before we started this session, I said to you guys, a break above resistance, it's a buy, because why? It's now confirmed a supportive support level, right? If a break below a support, that's when we sell, because it's now confirmed to be a what? A resistance. So now we broke above, we came back to retest, and now we're creating the second, or rather say the third confirmation that we're gonna be in the buy for the longest time, right? So as we created that confirmation, you can see at that double bottom type formation, we're looking forward to going to the upper zone. So this one, I'm already in it, but I'm a bit in losses right now, but I'm definitely sure I'm right. So that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, so that's what I'm actually on it. So it's just the main focus. It's just you guys focusing on the main focal part of the market. Remember, I told you as well that you need 3 confirmations in order to confirm your entry. So why did I enter this market, or why did I enter on this pair? The first confirmation was the structure that is built. The structure that is built, it's a bullish continuation pattern, because the last price action for it confirms the double bottom type formation. That's the first structure. The second part, or the second fact why I entered this market, is because we actually have now a support that supports our entry right here. This is a support that supports our structure right there, right? That's the second reason. The third reason that I entered this market is because we are the first, second, and third touch, and the third touch confirms the sensitive area for continuation. But also, if I can zoom it in, you would notice how the last price actually played part, because if you can go on a 15-minute time frame, you would be able to understand that this is a confirmation that of a double bottom type formation, because what? Look, this will be our first, and then this would be our second over here. So it's a double top bottom type formation, and it's also a correction type movement, because this might be an impulse, this might be a correction, and then the next movement is a continuation. Am I moving too fast? Am I moving too fast? If I'm moving too fast, can you guys get fire emojis there by the comment section? Can I get some fire emojis? Make sure, guys, that you take note of all these things. Tomorrow we must make money. Tomorrow we must make money. We are here to learn and make money. Are you making money, or it's a long story? Are you making money, or it's a long story? One Jaguar to ask you that question. So yeah. Tulis iPhone, you fine. You fine. What do you mean I'm fine? I don't really understand. I'm actually good for the fact that I'm actually talking to you. Muzi, I can see you said that you are excited. I can see you, man. You're excited there. You're having chat there at your back. I can see. That's great. That's great. And seeing women in Forex, it actually makes me excited more than anything. I can see we have all Lebakwe R. Yeah, for sure. I can see you. Nah, don't worry, man. It's imagine it's a long story. We're gonna cut this story short right now. So let's continue. So going to ODJPY. So going to ODJPY for our time frame, that's where my chart is actually confirmed. The reason why I looked at it as a selling opportunity is because we had an impulse down. We had an impulse down correction, impulse again, this is the correction, and then I'm waiting for the continuation till this level. So with this one, it's just quite clear. It doesn't need even further more confirmation. Even if you can look at it, you would start understanding. But what's the reason why it's retesting at this level? If you can go on the daily time frame, you would notice how sensitive this area that I highlighted over here is. That is why it's quite like that. Let me just remove these chart things so that they don't confuse a lot of people. Yeah, so that's why it's there, because it's a sensitive area. So going on at 1 hour time frame, that's where you actually will start noticing why is it playing around right there. It's not because it's smart or anything, but it's just like it's a respected area. So we're just waiting for the market to actually touch at this level before giving us those short downs. So guys, hey, me don't say I didn't help you make money. See, I'm giving you guys signals. You see, I'm giving you guys signals right now. Tomorrow you must trade. Tomorrow you must trade. All right, let's go. Going to Swiss franc Japan. Swiss franc Japan is also a sell. The reason why I said sell is because the same market structure that it was built, right? As I said that, but I already have the first entry over here on this one. I have the first entry over there, and then I sold because if you go on a daily time frame, you would notice that we have reached the top is top. And reaching the top is top, it actually confirmed because now we started moving like we started having reversal structure. If you can look at it, this was a ascending type of structure. Yo, talking is too much now. Whew. Let me take a break a bit. But okay, let's continue, guys. Sorry about that. But yeah, as you can see, that's what happens. And then I actually catered for the bottom right now. That's why possibly the market actually came back from here. But the minute it touches here, I have a high feeling that the market is actually going to come until this level point. If you can look at it, I have a high feeling that Swiss franc is going to come till this level point. That's why I'm looking forward to swinging Swiss franc Japan, because right now it's overbought. It's overbought. It's overbought. So that's the reason why I'm actually looking forward on this trade. But let's go to AUD USD. So on AUD USD, I was actually looking forward for selling opportunities because of the repeated structure, but I'm still looking for them though. It might not be now, but actually it's gonna kick in very soon. The reason is as well, this might be happening is because the dollar index is quite confirming something different. So it's gonna be it's gonna be a conflict of interest. If the market shoots up and comes back here, so now this will be confirmed as a head and shoulders. So as you can see, if the market can move like this, as you can see from here, it shoots down, neckline, comes back here, creates another neckline here, and then comes back down, then it's confirmed as an inverse head and shoulder. So I have a lot of possibilities. That is why I put it on my top 10, because it can possibly benefit me. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm looking for selling opportunities because we are below our sensitive area. But we'll see how the market actually operates tomorrow. Let's just hope for the best, guys. But we'll make money. It won't be a long story no more. So okay, cool. Going to USDs, I think I'm already in it, but yeah, I'm actually already in it, and I'm swinging it to the downside. So it's crazy. It's amazing. So I'm already in it. So I won't dwell on trades that I'm already in it, because like I can only share the ones that I'm thinking of taking, not the ones that I'm already in. So yeah, let's go to USDJPY. Going to USDJPY, I'm still looking forward for overall sales, but what scares me is the prices that is being created over here. This might look like a whole entire large version of a correction because before the market wants to shoot up. So that's one thing that's quite scary. I'm not really sure about it, but that's the market breakdown. I was looking for selling opportunities, but if they're not confirmed, then I'm a somewhat buy, man. Why wouldn't I buy? I would buy. But the nicest one is, yeah, I'll answer on those questions after here. So this one, actually, I had to cancel this one on my trades. Okay, Euro Swiss franc, US Swiss franc. So this one is actually the nicest part. As you can see, the overall target or the overall channel is that we on a bearish channel. As you can see, impulse down correction, impulse down correction, impulse down correction, impulse reversal pattern. So now as we reverse, it looks more better on the 1 hour time frame. So this is one thing that I told my manager today that is going to happen, and it actually happened. By my manager, I'm talking about my artist managing. Yeah. So what happened, I said to him, is going to break above and he's going to create this structure. And the minute it reaches this point, that's when I'll be looking for my buying opportunities. That's the reason why tomorrow I'm going to go hard on euro related pairs. Anything that has euro, I'm going to go hard on those buys because it's going to be crazy. It's going to be amazing. So I want everybody to eat and I want everybody to actually profit from the market. So I hope you guys are excited, man. I can see sad faces. Who's this guy? Tembin Kosi. I can see y'all guys there. You can see. So yeah. And Lucas, you and your Chisco Maniga, you are always nice, man. You're always nice there. I can see. All right, but it's just men just cracking jokes at times. And then with EuroCAD, I'm waiting for EuroCAD to break above the structure before I can actually start seeing. Some pairs are actually not ready. That's why I call them possible, because it's possibly something that can actually happen. So yeah. And then I have the same setup again for USD CAD. So what's going to happen on USD CAD is that USD CAD has crossed the level that's sensitive that's here. As it crossed the level that's sensitive that's here, it's now starting to worry me because I'm looking forward for it to swing up until the toughest point. But I'm going to enter no matter what. I ain't scared. So I wouldn't be trapped by anything. So if you are also comfortable that much, I'm also going to do it. But the good part is I'm going to send these things on Discord. Check Discord. I'm going to send every link of everything that I do right now. I'm going to send them on Discord. And then you all can watch them as well as part of the Mondays. So yeah. USD Swiss franc, okay, it's actually playing, it's disappointing, so I'm actually cancel it. I don't really like trading like trades like this. Okay, this one is still not ready. Euro USD. Okay, the good part about Euro USD, guys, on a daily time frame, Euro USD is a double bottom. Okay, so on a daily time frame, Euro USD is a double bottom. This means the next stop is to the top, right? So it's actually from here to the top. But now we need to find the perfect structure that's going to fit towards what we've seen on Euro USD. Are we seeing this or are we seeing a long story? So catering for that. I'll take this, put it right there. It makes sense. And then now going for a time frame, going for a time frame, we'll see how the market is actually moving right now. It's not really quite clear. It's quite playful. Going to a 1 hour time frame. It's still not playful. So we'll need to look for a setup that's quite looking good in order to make sure that our setups are actually perfectly founded. Yeah. So that's it for FS Go Andy. That's it for me, guys. I might actually take 2 people or 3 just to hear what they said. And you see sales on gold. You are right. I see sales on gold as well, Vanilla SA. It's just that not now. I'll probably tomorrow it will come as a confirmation for that. So we'll actually see what happens. Okay, we got Prince Nation. Prince Nation, I'm asking you to unmute them and talk to me. Prince Nation, how are you, sir? Prince Nation. Okay, guys. Prince Nation doesn't want to talk to me. I got Hosi Koke or Jorge. Hosi Koke. How are you, sir? Hosi Koke. Hosi. Okay, people seem not to like actually like. Wait. All right. Terence. I asked you to unmute, so unmute there and talk to me.
Yes, how are you, sir?
I'm pretty good. How are you, sir?
I'm also good.
What do you have to ask?
No, I don't have any questions so far.
No, that's good. I really like it.
Yes.
It shows that you really understand that. You feel me?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the love and feedback. Benry, I can see you just took a shower there, mommy. You out here flexing with your big chest. How's it, my guy? I asked you to unmute there, so unmute. Tembinko su number 10, batilo chu karagamna. Ebatilo chu daragamna. All right, good win, Godwin or Goodwin. Yeah. I asked you to unmute there, sir.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Now, how are you, man?
I'm fine. Nice work.
Now I'm steady chilling, man. I appreciate you saying nice work. What question do you have?
Yeah, it's about the three confirmation that you mentioned earlier. I was not close to my phone, so I wanted to jot them down.
Okay, so it doesn't matter the type of confirmations you get, but number one, what I can say, it's number one, is the structure of the market that you need to look for.
Okay.
Number two is the pattern. Number three is the zone. By structure of the market, I mean, okay, looking at, I want the trade that I'm already in. You're already, for instance, okay. So number one, the structure of the market is a bullish market, right? Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
The structure of the market is a bullish market. That's the first confirmation. And then number two is the zone. What's the zone in it? We are in a support zone right now, which is this one. That's number two. Number three is the pattern. What's the pattern form? If you can go on a 30-minute time frame, you would see that this is a descending type of structure. It's a reversal pattern. So three confirmations for me that I needed to go for a buy.
Okay, sir. So, and lastly, sir, if price come to our zone, is there any need for candlestick patterns, like candlestick pattern that will look for?
Not
because
really, man.
Sometimes
that's why I'm not sorry for cutting you short, but not really. I feel like you don't need. What will happen? Okay, for an example, if a person uses a line chart, right?
Yes, sir.
Are you gonna say it depends on the line just to make sure that you enter trade? Now, that's the same thing as candlesticks. Candlesticks is just those things that show you the volatility of the market. It's that it shows you that it's impulsing up, it's correcting. That's their job.
Okay, yeah, I'm getting.
Yeah, it's calculating volatility.
Okay, thank you, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Have a good day.
Stay safe. Corona is real.
Yeah.
Switch it on there. All right. Aw, Gama Lutando. Unjani? Andy de Lutando, I asked you to unmute. Okay, Andy doesn't want to talk to me. All right, cool. Mandy, what? Mandisi Msinda. Mandisi Msinda. How are you, sir? How are you, man? Mandisi, how are you? Okay.
Yes, sir.
How are you, man?
I'm good, and you, sir?
I'm good. What do you have to say today? What do you have to ask today?
I just wanted to ask, now that we are done with the technical side of the analysis, isn't it important to check on your fundamentals to check if there won't be any manipulations on your charts?
For me, it's like, not really, man, because like, I feel like that has to also do like what the type of trader you are. For me, remember I always mentioned that news create volatility, not direction. So right now, as I'm seeing a buy and the news come to sell, I wouldn't close because I know the direction. News just said that volatility, but they don't create direction. The direction might be a buy, but news might sell and then buys again. You understand?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I don't really pay the news mind because I'm a swing trader. But if you are a day trader, it's very important because possible. I feel like day traders, they are the same thing as scalpers.
Yes, the scalpers.
Yes, sir. Now I appreciate it, man.
No, thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
All right, nonetheless, guys, this FS go to your mentor. I appreciate everybody being here. Above Val doing and going about 8 in the morning. I can see everybody else. Teminkosi, you can't raise your hand with your hand like while I'm watching. You must raise your hand on Zoom thing. Okay, let me unmute you. What do you need to say? Ask to unmute. What?
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you, man?
I'm good.
You stay in
I just
Fernand?
wanted to. Yeah.
You stay in Fernand?
No, I stay in Cattle.
Okay, that looks like some races I once visited. Okay, cool. What do you got to say for the book?
No, I just wanted to know when is the right time to enter a trade and how to calculate the stop losses and take profit.
It's not about calculation. It depends. With the take profit, it depends where you're going to be satisfied to take your profits. And then with the stop loss, we use what we call a charting stop. A charting stop is actually you looking at the previous price, or to say, for an example,
okay,
for me to set my stop loss over here, I use the charting stop. A charting stop is like, as you can see right now, is like, this is our support. I look where was the previous price where the market rejected. The market rejected over this price over here. So why would I put my stop loss over there, but rather I put it below that thing so that it gives the market a bit of chance to run, right? But then now when it comes to a take profit, I like putting my take profit on turning points. If you can look at it, the market turned over here and it was volatile over there. So this is possibly going to be my first take profit, and that was going to be my second take profit. Why? Because that will be the points where I'm satisfied to say I've hit my target.
Oh, okay.
Pure, simple and straight, ne? Surely you want to be like me when you
Straight,
grow up.
straightforward.
Surely you want to be like me when you grow up.
Actually, I'm 5'2".
All right, bro. Much love, peace, and happiness.
Thank you, man.
All right, guys. Much love, peace, and happiness to everybody. I hope everybody loved the session. So let's make sure that if you missed it and you want to watch it again, I'm about to post it right now and send the link to you guys and share with you the chart analysis that I have on my Trading View, and then also follow that Trading View channel of mine. Make sure that we all can grow. Nonetheless, this is FX Coach, your mentor, signing out.